He was the one to make known to the Gentile people of the world who now can share in these riches of God. He makes this explicitly known by finishing with, which is Christ in you, the hope of glory. The words Christ in you indicate what has occurred in a person, Jew or Gentile makes no difference, who believes in the finished work of Jesus Christ. Okay, Christ is in you. You have been sealed with the Holy Spirit, which is a aravon, a guarantee of your salvation. Ephesians 1:13 and 14. Okay, if that is true, and if God cannot make a mistake because God knows everything immediately and intuitively, if that is true, God cannot make a mistake, and if he saves you and seals you, and then he takes that seal away from you, it means we are not dealing with the God of the Bible. We are dealing with a failing God. You cannot lose your salvation. God knew every mistake that you were going to make before he ever sealed you. He made an eternal decree, just like he did before Israel. I will covenant with this people, and no matter how bad they are, I will always keep them as a people forever, because I am covenant keeping when they are not. Okay? And so when God does this for you, Christ in you, you are saved. You are now brought into the Commonwealth of Israel. You were brought into the sonship of God because of Jesus Christ. It is done. Okay? The moment the belief is exercised, the person is sealed with the Holy Spirit and thus saved. He moves from Adam to Jesus and has a new and glorious hope. Okay? That's the default position now being changed. We have the default position which says, I am condemned already. David said it in the 51st Psalm. I think it's verse 6. Okay, I was sinful from birth. I was sinful from my mother's womb. Okay, and the Bible confirms that all the way through. All the way through, we have original sin in us. Adam is our federal head. We are in Adam. It is done. We're separated from God forever. We are condemned already. But the Son is the one that changes our default position. We now go from this to this, and it's default, and it can't go back. It is now something that God has decreed by a decree, which is eternal because of his eternal being. All right, so he moves us from Adam to Jesus and has a new and glorious hope. There is a slight variation in some manuscripts concerning the words, which is Christ in you. Some have it as masculine, and thus it would be referring to the riches. Others have it as neuter, and thus it would be referring to the mystery. So you can make a note. Some translations will, some of the manuscripts, you wouldn't catch it in the English, but in the Greek, okay, it's either the riches or the mystery. Either way, the fact that Christ is now in those who believe, this has become our hope of glory. Paul's